Have you ever been denied a purchase? Are you looking to purchase a home or a car? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I can assist. My name is Chenauda Harris. I am a financial specialist offering solutions to your financial matters. We have an aggressive program that gets you results within 45 to 90 days. Contact me, Chenauda Harris, at 734-752-8818 for your free consultation. Welcome to Let's Fix It with Chenauda. Sit back, relax, and take some copious notes as we provide you with some awesome solutions to your financial matters. Invite your friends, family to join us. And if you're watching this live via Facebook, like, tag, share. Sharing is caring. I am Chenauda Harris, your financial specialist. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's another exciting episode of Let's Fix It with Chenauda. Last week we had Darnicious Thompson, owner of Dialed Up by Darnicious, with her stylish design jewelry and talking about self-love and her special event this Saturday, February 13th, 2021. So invite your girlfriends because we're making some jewelry and I'm one of the guest speakers for her event. So there's more details on my Facebook page for those of you that are interested in getting the jewelry kit. So I'm super excited about that. But I want to shout out a special congratulations to Miss Kayla Salings, a Girl Scout from Richmond, Michigan. She's working on her silver project. And I'm super excited because she is, a Girl Scout. So we here at Worship Radio International partnered with her to help her collect donations for her Silver Award project that's going to help other sick children in the hospital. And this was heartfelt for me because growing up, I too was a Girl Scout. So I was much eager to reach out and help. Couldn't wait to do something, so I gave a donation. So I just want to congratulate you, Kayla, on your efforts. I understand that the distribution is coming real soon, and I just can't wait to see the smiling faces from the kids from your hard-earned work. So good job, and can't wait. In the news, over the last couple of days, what was it? I want to say 2 days ago, we lost Mary Wilson of the Supremes, one of the originals, you guys. She started the girl group. Had it not been for the Supremes, we wouldn't have a Destiny's Child, a In Vogue, or any of those other girl groups. So, she paved the way in the music industry, especially here in the Motown area. So rest on, Queen. And as I always do before I really get into the meat and potatoes of my show, I love to give you guys a quote. So this week's quote is from Rosa Parks. You must never be fearful of what you're doing when it's right. So on today's show, I have the privilege of, having a two-part series, which I've never done. So this is really cool. But it's on marketing your business. And we have Mr. Gerald Watson, owner of Watson Media Group, here with me. So I am super excited that you're here and that you were able to join us. I was introduced to Gerald from a girlfriend, Yvette Coakley, owner of Makeup by Yvette in Oak Park. She's done a commercial with the Watson Media Group with her business Boss Babes here in Oak Park, Michigan. And also her business partner, Kenya Powell. Both of them have been featured on this show as well. So I wanted to shout them out, but most importantly, just show you the example of the power of networking your business and how things can really snowball by you opening your mouth and asking other business owners their opinions, what's going on with them and how things are working with them. I wouldn't have never been able to find such a gem here with Gerald. So I'm super excited and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And Gerald, it's also responsible for my commercial that aired at the beginning of the show. So And that's been on 7 major networks, which has been really cool. So um, before we get going really good into the meat and potatoes, let's talk about who is Gerald Watson and tell them a little bit about what you do.
Okay, I'm Gerald Watson, as you said. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. Watson Media Group, I've got a background in marketing. It started years ago. I used to work in radio for Clear Channel, which is now iHeartMedia, for Mix 92.3 and WJLB. Then I moved on to Radio 1 and worked at 107.5 and Kiss FM, Hot 107.5, Kiss FM, different stations, Praise, and so on, WCHB. And decided to go back into the restaurant business. I've been fortunate enough to have owned 4 restaurants throughout my career, most recently Mo Better Blues downtown Detroit, 3 restaurants before that, and decided to get back into the marketing game. And so one thing that's interesting is that COVID happened, and one thing I saw that a lot of businesses were struggling, and obviously a lot of businesses end up closing. And I said, what can we do to help these businesses? Because, you know, when you're not getting customers, you want to pull back on advertising. That's probably the last thing you want to do. But in my experience, that's the time you need to advertise and let people know that you're there. And so I said, listen, let me get with, what can we do? I said, let's get with Comcast Cable and let's talk to Comcast about reducing rates. We'll reduce our production. We came up with something called the Small Business Stimulus Package. And that's what we put our clients on, give them over 200 commercials, run them over a month, and just get great penetration. Can't beat it. It's an awesome program, and so far it's working really well for our clients.
Awesome. And that's how I got on major networks, was being able to take advantage of that stimulus back in the fall, actually. And it was during fall kickoff where the new shows for the fall were being launched. So I thought it was super exciting. I mean, how cool is it to turn on CNN and your commercials airing? You know, and even watching a rerun of The Real Housewives, there's my commercial. So that was just super cool for me. And then most importantly, I think a lot of people think having a commercial on television is expensive, and it's not.
Yeah, we work with our clients because it can be. Normally, a bare minimum cost can cost $1,500 just for production, let alone the advertising rates of what the commercials will cost. So that's where I saw a niche there that I said, let me see what we can do to reduce this. We even do radio and social media as well. But what's so great about video is social media is awesome, obviously, and it's free. If you just put on, you just post. So with a video, if you at least have the commercial, you can at least market yourself if your budget's down. But the key is you got to do something. You got to find some kind of way to market yourself. We can't sit there and not do anything. Through all my years of being an account executive, that's one of the saddest things I saw. Is a lot of times we would have businesses open and put a sign up and then wonder where everybody's at. It's like, no, this is the time that you got to really get down. You have to not treat marketing like it's something extra. Like you pay your lease, you pay your employees, you pay your utilities, you got to have a marketing budget. And that's the thing that we try to talk to our clients about, is coming up with a marketing concept that you can run over at least a 90-day period. And if I put $1 out, I'm expecting 2 back. That's the goal, to try to invest and get your money and a profit on top of it.
Definitely. You know, marketing is so important. I mean, we wouldn't have McDonald's selling millions of burgers and fries if they didn't have like 50 million commercials on, especially in the middle of the night when you're sitting there like, I'm kind of hungry, and then all of a sudden you see those hot fries or the temptation of that business, and it always makes you think about that business. So definitely commercial advertisement is so important, not just to businesses, but to churches and any events that you're having. Getting the word out is so critical to the success of whether you make it or break it, right?
That's right. And right. Even in my business, I mean, for doing marketing for years, when I was involved in the restaurant, you have so many things that go on in day-to-day operations. You might lose a chef or a staff member, a server didn't come in. So when you focus on the business, you can't always concentrate on the marketing aspect. And that's where we come in as being a partner with you to take over that element of your business that we can help you get customers in. Because it's all about driving traffic and what's exciting, what's going to get people to come in. And so that's where we relieve the burden of you to be able to focus on what you do and let us handle that other part for you.
True. And nothing's more rewarding than to hear from someone that calls you on the phone and say, I saw your commercial on television. I mean, it just makes you feel like, wow, really?
It's kind of like that Kind Heartbeats TV movie.
Right.
They song I play on the radio first. They're like, what song's on the radio?
Right. So, you know, that is such a warm and inviting feeling to know, even to this day. I still have people that saw the commercial but didn't have the funds or really wasn't ready in the position at that time to talk to me about their situation. But the day I connected with you was the day I did receive a call just recently. And
That's
so
great.
I was excited about the commercial still works even months later. But most importantly, just even having the commercial, as you said, playing on social media. I definitely incorporate it on my Instagram, on my Facebook, as well as my LinkedIn page. Just to get excitement. And then you also can pay for ads to run your commercial
Absolutely.
as well,
Which are inexpensive. Yes.
which is less of an expense if you can't move forward with continuing to air your commercial on television. At least you're getting it out because those ads are constantly playing
That's right.
on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, right? So
Exactly.
there's always a way to maximize your dollar when you're looking at advertising. And advertisement can make or break a business.
It can, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. I'm really passionate about small business development. You know, I mean, fortunate enough to work with Clear Channel and Radio One. I've worked with large ad agencies and had big accounts, but when you work with that smaller business, I've been there. I'm on both sides of the table. That's a uniqueness that I bring to the table. That I understand when you've got to decide. Wow, I got payroll and, you know, what do we do this week, but how do we get people here? And so we want to sit down and strategize with you what can we do, even if not now, that we at least plan a goal. Maybe it's 90 days from now you market, but at least you're setting a goal at that time to figure out what you need to do to help your business be successful.
Exactly. And then what I learned too, with sitting down with Gerald after I spoke with Yvette was just giving me sound advice from her experience of how her commercial aired and how her business increased during COVID. And she has like a boutique type business where, as well as makeup services, it's a collaborative business all under one roof. It's like 6 or 7 different businesses, and each of them have something different in their own right. But the point is that her business went to thriving, and that traffic increased through the flow via they're seeing the message being out there on air as well as hearing it on the radio.
That's right.
So those two worked in conjunction, and it definitely made me rethink about my way of marketing. Really was not drawing people into me, so I had to do some things differently and make some changes. So, because truly, a commercial wasn't really in my thought pattern.
A lot of people think they can't afford it, and it makes sense because it's so expensive, even radio. You know, to do a decent schedule, you generally have to spend about $1,500, but we even do a payment option if a client needs that. So that's why I said we sit down with you, we talk about, you know, how far in advance you need to go, and like I said, it could be 3 months out. We'll work out a payment structure, but the goal is let's get you on, let's work with you, let's do what you think you couldn't afford to do, you hadn't thought about it, you just thought it was just astronomical. We can come in there and help you be able to brand your business and get your phones ringing.
Exactly. You guys, I hope you're really taking some copious notes, because this is so critical, especially if you are in a situation where your business is really having some pitfalls right now. And I know that there are different businesses, major businesses, that are folding left and right. You're forever seeing, you know, this company's going bankrupt or this retailer has folded because they can no longer stay in business. But this is a way to get your name and to get your event or your organization or whatever out there so you can thrive. You don't have to sit back and go under. You can thrive in this season, and that's what we really want you to do. So let's go ahead and get Gerald's commercial up so you can see some of the things that he does, and it's totally awesome. Okay, right. To my producer. The commercial?
Do you own and manage a business and need help getting customers? Do you feel that if things don't change, you may have to close your business? I'm Gerald Watson from Watson Media Group, and we can help with the Small Business Stimulus Package. We'll design a cost-effective marketing campaign for your business by producing TV commercials that can run on networks such as Bravo, BET, CNN, and Oprah Winfrey Network, to name a few. We can also produce commercials for radio and social media. This will increase your sales and build brand awareness for your business. Give us a call today at 313-468-2602 or go to watsonmediagroup.net.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I am excited because, listen, if you are ready to take your business to the next level and you have not thought about getting your business on the radio or on the TV, now is the chance where you can do it and it's not an expensive cost to you.
That's right.
And Gerald is a pleasant person to work with.
Thank you.
Him and his staff, they come in and they do their tapings and then they send you back the edited version. And I tell you, it was a treat for me. It was something different for me. And it was just an awesome experience. But definitely was able to grow my business, but yet get my name out there. And like I said, I still utilize the commercial today on my social media. So it just didn't serve its purpose for radio and television. So you definitely want to get with Gerald if this is something that may be of interest to you for your business or even your churches. As COVID tends to let people go back into the congregations and you have various events. Even if you're having a virtual event, this is an opportunity for you to get your event publicized. Even if you're having church in the parking lot, because I know that there are various churches that are having services in the parking lot and not so much in the inside of the church. But this is a way to get your information out. And even if you are a candidate that is running for political office, because I know that season will pipe up again,
That's right.
Unfortunately, in some way. He's able to get those commercials out there as well at a nominal fee. So give them your information, Gerald.
Absolutely. I can be reached at 313-468-2602. Again, 313-468-2602, or you can go to watsonmediagroup.net and check us out. Again, we'd love to sit down with you and create a strategy, a marketing plan, and it's all about the messaging. That's the biggest thing. A lot of times I've even had clients who say, well, I've done radio before, it didn't work or whatever. And I always say, well, what was the message? That's where we sit down. I say, for example, if I ran an ad for you on radio and I said tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to give the first 100 people $100, can you do that? And they say, no, I don't want to do that. I thought radio didn't work. It works. It's about the message. Mm-hmm. So that's the key. We have to sit down and see what made you open this business. What made you feel that you had the best, whatever, the best steaks than everybody else, or the best burgers for everybody else. Let's figure out what we need to do and get that message to everyone so they can come visit you and make your registers ready.
Awesome.
Thank you. I
am just super excited to be able to bring you guys information that's going to help enhance your business. Entrepreneurship is hard. And sometimes, we say we want to be business owners, we want to be in business, but yet we don't really take care of all the aspects of how to run a business. And marketing is a very vital organ to your business. It can make or break your business. Mm-hmm. So definitely reach out to him because it can make or break your business. 2021 doesn't have to be like 2020 for sure. This is a way to really gain some traffic. If you're a boutique owner, take advantage of the different holidays and different things that are coming up and various events that I'm certain that you will be planning, and strategically learn to market yourself so that you get the traffic that is needed. And even if you have an online business, you need to market that business. It's not always a brick and mortar business that needs to be marketed. Mm-hmm. Online businesses need to be supported so people know that you have that online business.
Right.
So regardless of what type of business, whether it's brick and mortar, online, or however you're doing your business, those things need to be marketed properly so that the word can get out, so that you're not a secret business and that you're not bankrupting yourself with all your hard-earned efforts. And I think that's where a lot of people kind of get it twisted, is that they think, oh, I got an online business, I don't really have to
That's right.
do certain things to it. But that's so untrue.
Yeah, because you've got to still be able to promote. Even like you say, with online, we do social media marketing as well, but that's, as you said, is just as important, because you've got to get on different sites or different groups, and just being able to let people know you're there. And sometimes we have to, a lot of times people have to make a distinction. Are you a business or is it a hobby? How serious are you with trying to make it work? Because if you are a brick and mortar, I've seen DTE put you out of business because you can't pay that light bill.
Right.
So you got to be able to figure out, okay, what can I do if I put this out here to bring $2 back? And that's where the key is. It's really about structuring. And I think a lot of times marketing is just an afterthought, which is sad. And you've got to be able to figure out, how do I get people on my door?
Right. Well, we definitely want y'all to be able to have people knocking at your door, standing at your doors, open, ready to give you, their money, because there is still lots of money out there to be made, even during these times that we're living in COVID. There are businesses that are still thriving and not just surviving during this time period.
There's a lot of have to pivot, just being creative. I always ask, my wife and I were discussing if I was still in the restaurant business, and we sold More Better Blues in 2017. And I said, well, I couldn't imagine, because we were more of a sit-down live entertainment. But I said, if I was still open, we're going to really kill the carry-out business. I have clients who are carry-outs, and they haven't missed a beat, because everybody didn't want to cook at home.
Right.
So you have to be able to reinvent yourself and really go into marketing and get creative. And now, okay, it's no longer sit down, but we still got the same great food. And so now that word's got to come out. How do we get that? Or like you said, if it's a retail business and it's a boutique, maybe you're online selling now. But how you get that message out, tell people that we're no longer, you can come inside, but yet you can shop online with us. And so, it's all about being creative and coming up with different ideas and strategizing. But you can make it. We have clients who are doing very well right now in this climate. And it's all about them being creative and pivoting and, seeing what they can do to get folks to come in.
Now, one thing that I do take away from this conversation is that first thing you got to do is open your mouth and say you need some help.
That's right.
I always say closed mouths don't get fed.
That's
so
right.
you've got to reach out
Right.
and say, can you help me? And at least put the idea out there.
That's right.
So you can figure out, can you afford it, or work it out how to afford it.
That's really the key. How do I work out how to afford? I didn't think I could, but now that someone's put something on the table, let me see what I can do to try to get to that point.
And when I tell you, it was not a stretch for me, because don't believe the hype. Don't think I'm rich, because I'm not. Let me be the first to say I'm not a rich girl. I just like to look good, but I'm not rich. But anyways, it was not a stretch for me, but it was definitely worth each and every penny, for sure. And will I do it again? Yes, I'm going to do it again here soon. So I am excited to be able to take my business to a whole nother level with advertising, but I want you to be able to get the knowledge, get the information that you need to take your business to the next level in terms of marketing. So, Gerald, I definitely thank you for coming on our show today, being a guest. We definitely want to give out your contact information once again.
Okay. It is, reach us at watsonmediagroup.net, or you call us at 313-468-2602.
Awesome. Well, as far as I am concerned, I am working on Mission 800 this year. I need and want to help 800 families become financially free. Definitely want to empower people with their finances, because
So you own a
as
management
we're
business and need
moving
help?
in this out of this season of COVID, we want to position people for home ownership, position people to be able to buy cars, and really just change the way you are looking at your finances. So I want to be able to get people on track for home ownership. And as you know, I have a network of realtors that I do work with that are able to put you in the homes of your dreams. So if credit is holding you back, even from a business standpoint, let's have that conversation, because not having that conversation is not going to really change the complexity of what's going on with your credit. We're going to have to do some things and put some action in motion to get you going and to get you to where you want to be. I realize that not everybody is in the position right now, but as things begin to change, people are returning back to jobs and money becomes a little bit more accessible to people. We want to offer these services to you. So definitely, you want to reach out to me. My phone number is 734-752-8818. You can reach me at letsfixitwithchenauda@gmail.com, and or you can follow me on Facebook at ChenaudaMHarris.com. I'm sorry, Chenauda M. Harris on Facebook, and you can inbox me. And I'm on Instagram as well as Chenauda. And then I'm on TikTok as well. So watch out for those TikToks, because those are fun. But with that being said, you know, one thing that I do look forward to is part 2 next week. We're going to be talking about social media as well. We're going to cover advertising on billboards and print advertising. Those things go hand in hand along with radio and television. If you can't afford radio and television, there's other alternative methods to get your name out there. I'm in print as well as on television. I'm not just in a podcast. I think it was Gerald that saw one of my advertisements in Ferndale Friends. I take out an ad in my local paper, just advertising who I am and my services. And it's not a big ad, it's not a full page ad, but it's a small ad that tends to get a lot of traffic, because these books are distributed throughout the neighborhood in my local area of where I live. So never be afraid to market your business. As I said earlier, closed mouths don't get fed. So you definitely want to open your mouth and let people know that you have a business, and that you are in business, and that you are willing to do business moving forward. So definitely like, tag, share with everybody, especially other business owners or potential business owners. This is how we need to support each other. If you may not be able to spend $1 with each and every person that you know that's in business, but tell somebody that that person has good services. Tell somebody about that hairdresser that does your hair. Tell somebody about that person that braids your hair, or tell somebody about how awesome your church services are. So it helps the snowball effect and helps everybody. Everybody can eat at the table if we all do our part, right? So once again, Gerald, I want to thank you so much for being a part of the show today and being a part of this awesome series as we move forward.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it. And I'm glad things are going well for you. It's been a pleasure working with you as well.
Yes. Thank you so much. One more thing as I get ready to leave and get ready to close and move out the way. All great achievements require time. And that's a quote from Maya Angelou. So just think about some of the things that we've talked about today. Rome wasn't built overnight, and most businesses and successful millionaires didn't build their businesses overnight. Things take time. And if you're building a business and you want there to be longevity in that business, it's going to take some time. It's not going to be a microwave type situation where it's going to be done just in a matter of seconds. So please like, tag, share this video today with people that you know, because we want to be able to assist each and every person that needs our help. So until God says the same, I'm going to see you next week.
Do you own and manage a business and need help getting customers? Do you feel that if things don't change, you may have to close your business? I'm Gerald Watson from Watson Media Group, and we can help with the Small Business Stimulus Package. We'll design a cost-effective marketing campaign for your business by producing TV commercials that can run on networks such as Bravo, BET, CNN, and Oprah Winfrey Network, to name a few. We can also produce commercials for radio and social media. This will increase your sales and build brand awareness for your business. Give us a call today at 313-468-2602 or go to watsonmediagroup.net.
Have you ever been denied a purchase? Are you looking to purchase a home or a car? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I can assist. My name is Chenauda Harris. I am a financial specialist offering solutions to your financial matters. We have an aggressive program that gets you results within 45 to 90 days. Contact me, Chenauda Harris, at 734-752-8818.